This is Hannibal from the HannibalTV.com with the lovely Piper, who's very tired today. Mwah. She's been sleeping because she was in a movie yesterday and it tired her out. But this is my first update of my 40s. It is my 40th birthday today, by the way. If you want to give me a tip for my 40th birthday, just scan that code that I'm pointing at right now. It's so hard. Maybe I should use this finger. Just scan that. Anyone that wants to give me anything to help support the channel. But let me jump right into the news. Several people are reporting that WWE's Day 1 pay per view from Atlanta is canceled. However, WWE has yet to confirm this. Rhea Ripley returned to in-ring action on the weekend, teaming with Damian Priest against Dolph Ziggler and Nikki Ash. Humberto Garza Sr., the grandfather of Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza, passed away at 85 over the weekend. He was very famous, particularly in Monterrey, Mexico, among luchadors, and another luchador, Jose Rivera, former WWC superstar in Puerto Rico and WWE enhancement talent, not to be confused with the other Jose Rivera, Conquistador #1. This is a different Jose Rivera. He passed away over the weekend as well. Sorry to report that. But I think they were both before my time, and I never really followed Lucha Libre that closely. I did do a Great North Wrestling podcast today with Jack Kilby, where I talked about such things as promoting TNA's first ever Canadian tour and why they refused to advertise Rick Martel was going to be at the Quebec City event and why they refused to use Sylvain Grenier and PCO on those shows, despite those guys being commentators in French for TNA at the time. The origins of the Blood Hunter character, what is the future of the Blood Hunter, and a lot more. Cheers to you, Dr. Smith X. And by the way, I did find when I was cleaning my office today this signed Barbarian 8x10 that I put on eBay for $20 Canadian, which is a lot less than $20 American, by the way. I put the link to bid on that in the description. And since I am not running wrestling events anymore and Jack Kilby has taken over, I am going to get rid of the Hannibal TV turnbuckle pads, as they're just taking up space in my closet right now. I am starting with this one. I am going to put them on eBay. The link is in the description for that too, and I am willing to sign those ones. So, yeah, great piece of memorabilia. And by the way, there's only 12 of those turnbuckles in existence, and they've been used at numerous Great North Wrestling events. So, good piece of history there of Canadian wrestling. Wallace says he knows WWE is having Saturday night's main event in Sioux City, Iowa this coming weekend. They call all of their Saturday night house shows now Saturday night main events. They even had one here in Ottawa not too long ago, last August, that they also called the Saturday night's main event. It's not a TV taping. It is just a house show. So I'm going to go back to work. I highly suggest people check out that Great North Wrestling podcast. It also streams on our Facebook. It already has 2,500 views on Facebook, which, by the way, a lot of our live streams get more views on Facebook because they're ad-free. So I actually counted today over 75,000 people that follow and like our Facebook page combined. So that's quite an amount. And we're almost at 340,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel. So if you haven't subscribed, do me a favor. If you're going to do one thing on my birthday, you don't have to tip me. You don't have to tip me on there. But if you do, it will help the company. But one thing you can do for free is hit the subscribe button and help me get to 340,000 subscribers. I would really appreciate that, to hit that in the next week. And I appreciate all your support and views, even the haters. It's so funny. Here's a little YouTube tip for any of you YouTubers out there. It actually helps if you reply to comments. So a lot of you regular fans know that, yeah, if I'm bored in a waiting room or something, or sitting in my massage chair that I have back behind me, which I like to use, I'll often reply to comments, good and bad, on my YouTube channel, because it actually helps videos get ranked. But it's funny. I had a hater recently allege that I have fake views, and I responded to them. Well, first of all, to these people that think I have fake views, where do you think I get all my money from to pay for fake views when I am a professional YouTuber? Like, I don't understand you people. And I responded to this person, well, I suppose your view is also fake, because this hater had taken the time to watch my video and accuse me of having fake views. And he writes a comment, and I just responded, I suppose your view is also fake. And then he's like, oh, I'm glad that I hit a nerve on you so much you responded to my comment. No, it's actually a way of getting videos boosted, is by responding to comments, whether they're negative or positive. It doesn't matter. It still gets views boosted. And yeah, I do respond. I'm very interactive. I respond to comments on here too. The wrestling scene right now is garbage. Kurt Butler, I agree. I fully agree on that. I'd rather listen to Ultimate Warrior injections of inspiration that he did before he passed away than watch current wrestling. Ron says he thinks I'm very informative and have great content. Well, I do appreciate that. And more content to come in the next decade. And yeah, thank you, haters who watch and comment. It doesn't matter if you like me or hate me. A view is still a view, and it still counts. I have well over 200 million views on this channel. I'm high school educated, and say what you want. I am the most popular. I have the most popular shoot interview videos on the internet. That's just a fact. I follow analytics and I compare myself to others. So appreciate your support, negative or positive. Hello to Hassan. I used to have a good friend named Hassan, but I know it's not the same one. You have a different last name. Have a wonderful evening, guys. Hope you all had a great weekend. Oh, I'll tell you guys one interesting story before another thing that people like to think is that I'm poor. I know you're selling your turnbuckle pads because you're poor. You're selling an old barbarian autograph picture because you're poor. No, I just don't have any use for them. But if you look out here, I actually live on the river. And recently, it's been getting cold out. So I opened my windows, my screen doors. There's two screen doors, one in this room, one in the next room, before I went to bed to like cool my apartment down at night. And this is like a paranormal thing, not wrestling. And on that particular night, I had horrible, horrible nightmares all night. And then finally, I had in this one nightmare a voice tell me that your nightmares and this evil is coming from outside in the forest. You've got to shut your screen windows. Your house is safe. So I wake up, I shut the screen windows, and I have no more nightmares that night. So I just found That's an interesting guy. Or that's an sorry, I'm reading a comment at the same time, but that was interesting that like in the dream it's telling me the nightmares are coming from outside, then I shut the window and it stops. It's crazy. Thank you, Duffy, who loves my show. I really appreciate it. Ron, why are people such jackasses? I don't know. Colin Crandall from the MMA Power Hour is calling me right now, by the way. Sorry, Colin. I'm talking to the fans. They air on Tuesday nights. But there's so many haters, and I honestly just take it with a grain of salt. If you want to go to the likes of Jim Cornette, one of the biggest liars ever in the history of wrestling, and take what he says as legit, go ahead. But the bottom line is, the more people like that talk about me, the more this channel grows. This channel is almost at 340,000 subscribers. I've never been in WWE. I haven't been on WCW, NWA, WWF TV like Jim Cornette for decades. I've done this all by myself, so I appreciate it. And yes, humor is the spice of life. I'm not going to hold Piper up again. She's tired. And Ron, I appreciate you think I have substance. Have a wonderful weekend, guys.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates.